I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There are some real ballers out in these neck of the woods. Southlake, Texas ain't playing around. It's next level luxury living in many of the communities over there. Even Time Magazine named it one of the wealthiest communities in America in 2014, and Bloomberg did it again in 2020. The air is just a little bit different over there. And while their football team was ranked the #1 team in the nation growing up, I played against them in basketball, and I swore all of their players had meal plans and personal trainers starting at 2 years old. Today we're gonna see what it's like to live in Southlake, Texas, so you can see if this lifestyle is right for you. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Harrison. I'm a licensed realtor in Texas, and I've helped many clients buy and sell right here in North Texas. If you want to know what it's truly like to live, work, and play in North Texas, go ahead and subscribe, support the channel, and stay tuned for weekly videos every Sunday and Thursday. We're going to cover a quick overview of the city, the lifestyle, the neighborhoods, the schools, and the athletic programs here. Let's go ahead and dive into Southlake. Southlake is located primarily in Tarrant County, with minor areas extending into Denton County. It's bordered by Flower Mound Trophy Club on the north side, Keller on the west side, Grapevine on the east, and Colleyville as you head south. It's only about a 20-minute drive to Dallas. It's a 19-mile drive to AT&T Stadium and Globe Life Field for Cowboys games, Rangers games, and many huge concerts. It's also 19 miles to Six Flags Over Texas and Hurricane Harbor Water Park. It's 24 miles from the American Airlines Center for Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars games, as well as many other huge events. It's also less than 30 minutes to Grapevine Lake, and it's 10 minutes to Great Wolf Lodge, which is a major attraction for families nearby. And if you're traveling, DFW Airport is only 10 minutes away. Here's a quick take on some of the demographics of Southlake. There are approximately 32,000 residents, 2,000 local businesses, and Southlake is around 22 square miles in size. It's considered by many as one of the safest places to live in the country. Niche.com shows that it has an A+ overall grade for the community. The unemployment rate is around 1.4%. 32% of the population has a master's degree or higher, with 41% having a bachelor's degree or higher. Realtor.com shows the median list price for a home in Southlake was $1.7 million, up 21% year over year. And other press articles show that Southlake was ranked the #1 best city in Texas for finding a job in 2015. Top 10 best DFW suburb 10 years in a row according to D Magazine. It had the #1 most affluent U.S. neighborhood over at Shady Oaks in 2008, and has consistently been ranked as one of the best suburbs to live or raise a family in DFW by Wallet Hub, Niche.com, and Dallas Morning News. As you can imagine, with a community like this, there have been anywhere from current and former professional athletes, corporate C-suite executives, and high-end luxury sales professionals living in this area. Let's see what the schools and athletic programs have to offer. As a father of 3 kids myself, I understand how much weight schools and extracurricular activities go into choosing a new city for you and your family to live. Southlake is easily one of the top schools in not just DFW, but all of Texas that offers you many opportunities for your children. Southlake is a 21 square mile district that includes 11 schools, more than 8,400 students, and 1,100 employees. It's considered one of the top school districts in Texas and received A ratings by the Texas Education Agency in all 11 campuses, earning the prestigious Lone Star Cup for the 8th time and the most in 6A history. Southlake has a 0% dropout rate, a 97% attendance rate, and consistently scores above the state and national average on assessments. 5 of the district schools have been named National Blue Ribbon Schools by the U.S. Department of Education, including 3 elementary schools, Carroll Middle School, and Carroll Senior High School. The school district also earned the coveted UIL Lone Star Cup 4 consecutive school years between 2012 and 2015, and then again in 2018. This award is given to the district that achieved the highest number of points in academics, athletics, and fine arts competitions. 98% of the graduates go on to attend a college or university, and in the 2021 and 2022 school year, on average, their students scored a 27 on the ACT, higher than the national average of 20, and 1265 on the SAT, higher than the national average of 1060. They logged nearly 55,000 hours of community service and had over 10,000 hours of college credits. Meanwhile, their athletic program is also incredibly impressive. When I was growing up, their football team was ranked #1 team in the nation several years in a row under Coach Todd Dodge. They are 3-time state champions at the 3A level and 5-time state champions at the 5A level. They're one of those teams that ESPN has aired several times across the country, and once had a winning streak of 49 straight games that tied the Texas Big School state record, and going 79-1 between 2002 and 2006. Friday Night Lights in Southlake obviously hit different. And before I continue with their athletic achievements, if you're wondering why I emphasize the schools and athletic programs in many of these videos, it's just so the folks that are watching this content out of state understand understand the significance that high school sports play into the local communities here. For the viewers of my channel out there that have kids and are trying to get their kids in some of the best athletic programs in Texas, I'll be breaking off a new series called the Friday Night Lights series, where it's just shorter clips of this content right here that I already do, focusing more on the athletic programs across Texas. The content surrounding the schools, the housing market, the top 5 neighborhoods, things like that, all of that's going to remain the same. I'm just chopping up some of these shorter clips and putting back on YouTube. Dave Campbell's Texas football reports through the end of the 2022 season and a minimum of 500 games all time, Southlake Carroll has the second highest all-time winningest percentage of all Texas schools, winning 78% of their games all time. They've also sent 9 players to the NFL. Boys baseball has won state at the 3A and 4A level and 3 times at the 6A level, including as recent as 2022. Their girls cross country has won 8 state titles, numerous tennis state titles, 12-time state champs in boys swimming and 5 times for girls swimming. They've also won titles in soccer and wrestling. And as a cherry on top, the school has also won 18 state championships in debate. Just an overall insanely impressive academic and athletic experience over there at Southlake. So as you can tell, the standards are high both in academics and athletics. I said at the beginning of the video, this town seems to have their kids on strict diets with personal trainers starting at 2 years old, with good quality sleep, stress management, just hyper-focused on all healthy behaviors. One of the most charming areas of Southlake is its town square, so let's go and take a look at some of the shops nearby. Southlake prides itself on balancing the sophisticated living with a neighborly community, and its shopping, dining, and culture are all around town, with much of it in the walkable Southlake Town Square. This area covers 130 acres and has a year-round calendar of music and special events, including Oktoberfest and the nationally ranked Art in the Square events. Here you'll take a walk under oak trees, walk by water fountains, and it'll feel like you're taking a stroll in the park. The town square offers a mix of world-renowned retailers and one-of-a-kind boutique stores. There are over 260 retail stores in this area, so you'll have plenty of options to choose from. And after you've had a chance to purchase some new clothes or household goods, you have many fine dining options as well. The town square is an overall great experience, so be sure to try it out on a weekend with family or friends. And if you're more into the lake vibe, you heard me mention earlier that you're also near Grapevine Lake. This is a beautiful lake that spreads out over 8,000 acres and is great for boating, water skiing, windsurfing, fishing, and camping. It has a beautiful rolling shoreline and more than 9 miles of wilderness trails, so it's great for biking and hiking enthusiasts as well. There are 2 marinas at this lake, Scott's Landing Marina and Silver Lake Marina, so boaters are set for their boating needs. Grapevine Lake also has the Woe Zone, which is basically an inflatable obstacle course right on the water. This is a huge floating playground and one of the best ways to cool off with the family during the summer. Heads up for families, kids must be at least 7 years old and at least 45 inches tall to use the obstacle course. Aside from Grapevine Lake, Southlake has more than 1,100 acres of parkland and open space with more than 20 parks in total. These parks are open year-round, with park hours usually being sunrise to sunset. For nature enthusiasts, Southlake parks have actually earned the Tree City USA Community Designation for the last 22 years, recognizing their standards in urban forestry management. You have the Bob Jones Nature Center that's surrounded by more than 700 acres of cross timbers habitat with more than 20 miles of hiking trails designed for visitors to look for creatures in their natural habitat, including over 1,100 species of flora and fauna. Or you also have one of Southlake's splash pads that your kids can enjoy on a hot Texas day. Bicentennial Park is a very popular park in this area and was the first land developed for park purposes in the city. It's one of Southlake's largest parks and is home to baseball fields, basketball courts, the Liberty Gardens, the Southlake Tennis Center, a splash pad, and the Mark Southlake. Now that we've covered a little bit of the lifestyle here, let's take a look at the housing market in some of the most sought-after neighborhoods here in Southlake. According to the MLS, there have been 282 homes sold in Southlake since the beginning of 2023, with a low of 221,000 to a high of 11,375,000. You heard that right. And to make the matters more interesting, that house was paid in cash. That damn house even had a bowling alley. Excluding off-market listings or listings where a builder didn't list in the MLS, the raw MLS data shows the median home value in Southlake is close to $1.7 million. The homes here lasted on the market for an average of 39 days, an average square footage of 4,385, and an average lot size of nearly 3/4 of an acre. As far as top neighborhoods, this is really a take-your-pick type area. After all, it is Southlake. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Caroline community. Local residents here love the proximity to parks and trails along Grapevine Lake. There are approximately 400 single-family homes in this neighborhood, and in 2023, there have been 15 homes sold with a median home value of $1.7 million, with a low of $930,000 to a high of $2.1 million, lasting on the market for an average of 32 days. The homes that sold here had anywhere between 3 and 5 bedrooms and ranged between 2,900 square feet to 5,500 square feet. Built between 2013 and 2016, and the lot sizes of the home homes that sold were up to a half an acre. This is a 255-acre mixed-use development that also offers retail and office space, and the community offers nature preserves, walking paths, and 68 acres of parks. The amenities also include a community clubhouse, a swimming pool, lakes, ponds, and greenbelt walking paths. The next neighborhood we have is Kirkwood Hollow. This is another beautiful community with 155 homes constructed between 1998 and 2006. The lot sizes are anywhere from a half an acre to a full acre. Since the beginning of 2023, there have been 3 homes that have sold with an average home price of $1.6 million, with a low of $1.15 million to a high of $2.2 million. These homes have lasted 58 days on the market and were all 5-bedroom homes. The square footages of the 3 homes that sold were between 4,200 square feet to a high of 5,800 square feet. So guys, this is going to close us out on living in Southlake, Texas. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any questions about Southlake or would like a tour of some of these homes here, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact info is pinned in the top comment below. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. And if you want a video tour of some of these Southlake homes, I'll be including 3 of them in the description below. I believe everyone should have the opportunity to own the grass they walk on and experience home ownership. And the goal of this channel is to help inform buyers and sellers of their options in DFW. So if you can, help these videos reach new people so they're aware of the Dallas lifestyle. Lastly, if you want to see what another great North Texas suburb is like, check out this video by clicking here.